Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about where is your inner light guiding you towards. We have three piles like always from the left to right. The first pile is Polychrome Jasper Heart. The second pile is Rainbow Fluorite. And the third pile is Prehnite Palm Stone. Pause if you need a little bit longer, pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Polychrome Jasper Heart, this is going to be your reading. So the card that we have over here is Beta Spirit Wolf number 23, and we have Mercury. So you might have strong Virgo placements and Gemini. Especially with the Polychrome Jasper, this is all about endurance. This is a stone which is related with the root chakra. It's a lot about endurance, also physical strength. So I think that with the Beta Spirit Wolf, especially because we have the word spirit over here, I am deciphering this as internal. I'm hearing the word due diligence. It's a lot about discernment, but it's also about picking up your battles right now. I feel like it's a lot about endurance. I keep getting the word endurance. I'm highly attracted to the designs over here, so I'm getting a lot of esoteric knowledge that you're getting right now, especially with Mercury, which is a communication card, which is a lot about angelic messages. A lot of ancestral guidance is also what I'm hearing. With the pinky finger over here, it's almost giving me like understanding what you have available at your disposal as of now. Um, and something about your health, especially because right now spirit is indicating about a little bit of flu that I have. I definitely sound a little funny if you can point that out. I have a little bit of cold, so I feel like this is also indicating with the heart over here, which is like the green color, which is really telling me about your health. I feel like there's an emphasis on your health, taking care of your body is what I'm feeling. um yeah, there's something that they're relating with my circumstances right now. They're reminding me of a few things that I'm currently managing, and I feel like it's a lot about physical body strength. So I think that this is also calling you for a timeout or taking it easy, not placing too many expectations on yourself as of now, because that can lead you to having very harsh criticism for yourself, being hard on yourself when you can't really um, do that or fulfill that for yourself, right? So I feel like for a lot of you that have chosen this pile, spirit would be like, yeah, pile number 1 does become really hard on themselves when they know that they don't have the strength right now to go through things or take up more tasks or just do more or multitask. As of now, I feel like, yeah, multitask is the right word. Thank you, spirit. So they're definitely talking about rejuvenation with this card. Resist temptation to fall back in your patterns is also what I'm hearing, because I had a few channel messages that I received when I was just sorting out the piles, and I hear a lot about things about sexual attraction is also what I heard. Like, you have goals, but then there are things that really tempt you. Disarray is what I'm hearing. Like, they take you down from your path is what I'm hearing. So they're calling me to flip out a few cards from the tarot deck now. Angel guide spirits, please help me connect with pile number 1's energy over here. Yeah, see that, like, they're being very decisive about the fact that you need some discipline when it comes to the way that you're managing your interdependence is what I'm hearing. So let's see what comes up. I saw the Lovers card, which is also Gemini energy, which is a lot about this dualistic thinking. I feel like you're going back and forth about something. We have the Page of Cups over here. I'm getting heavy Piscean energy over here, so a lot of intuitive communication. Page of Cups can be a card which indicates, usually it's seen as sort of a small message of flirty demeanor or perhaps apology. But I feel like for a few of you, maybe it's about self-love is what I'm hearing, like apology to self, not really taking more than you can at this time. You might be healing your heart is what I'm feeling with the green over here, the heart chakra. The channeling is quite swift, no brainer, because we do have the Mercury over here. So I feel like there's a lot that's coming through, and it's like sometimes you just don't want to listen to it because like you don't like sitting by yourself. I can definitely relate to that energy. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely this confirms what I said. Thank you, Spirit. So this is a lot about impatience now. They're telling me about the swiftness or the fluency at which I'm channeling this, and it's pretty good. It's pretty I would say it's quick, right? There's fluency to channeling. They're saying that there's no barrier in between them talking to you, but it's almost like you don't want to listen to it right now. I'm going to take this card in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse. So there's some sort of lesson, or maybe something that you just went through, where you refuse to leave the memory of it behind, and it's almost like they're telling me to explain you something, like when we go through painful experiences, it's almost like we have to learn how to leave the painful memory of it behind and extract the lesson from it so that we know how to move forward. And sometimes when we don't know how to forgive ourselves in that moment and other people, people that are accessories to that thing or experience, it's almost like we don't want to do that, or we're not able to forgive them because we haven't learned the lesson that prevails in that event or circumstance. So I'm hearing atmosphere. So something about that was unexpected, that you went through, and maybe this is the apology. You want that, or you want to give that to another person. It completely depends. But with the Hierophant over here, there is Earth energy, Taurus. So we do have a little bit of stubbornness on your end, where you're not letting something go, perhaps. Okay, so I'm going to take this card in reverse as well. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So I do feel that you're trying to release this burden. I'm going to see what's we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. I did pick up Pisces with this Mercury card. I think that you are trying to let go of something that is been quite burdensome on you. Okay, and they're saying that they're asking me to conclude this reading because they're like, that's all you need to know. There's not much that they want to add to your reading, but it's almost like they want to explain this 10 of Wands over here. I'm going to change the deck. I'm going to see what this is all about. We're going to use the True Healing, True Love. I forgot the name. Yeah, True Love reading cards. Okay. What is the 10 of Wands in reverse? Something that you're trying to release, but you're doing that without forgiving. It's almost like you can't put pressure on yourself to forgive somebody, but you can at least push yourself to do that, is what I'm hearing. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have maturity. Somebody that was immature, or your own immaturity. I feel like this was somebody that was immature. Serendipity, which is it's not helping you come to your own inner peace, the garden. You're still waiting for that closure to come in. If you take a look at this picture, it's almost like the door is open, you're sitting over here, you're chilling, but then you're like, I'm still keeping the door open, where something you need to let go of it because maybe this person kept you in a third party situation, or there was some sort of betrayal over here with the 10 of Swords. I see that as the betrayal card. I'm picking up on heavy Libra energy over here, also Taurus. So this is Venusian energy. Whenever I talk about Venus, I feel like it's a lot about your self-worth. Oh, there's a hair strand. Hare always talks about wisdom, right? Again, so wisdom about your self-worth, and I feel like this person was meant to teach you about your self-worth. Whatever I'm hearing, accessory, like other people would just I wouldn't say collateral, but they were a part of it. It's sort of like a plan that was construed around making you realize your self-worth, and you're not able to forgive the people that were around it, or however you came to the realization of it, and that's why you're not able to leave this burden behind, is what I see with the 10 and 10 over here. So there is a cycle completing, but it's not completing because your inability as of now to not want to see the bigger picture is what's hindering you. So I feel like it would help you to just collaborate more with your guides, be open to their guidance, however you feel like communicating with them. I'll probably um they're not really telling me how do they communicate to you. Maybe there's a lot of variation over here with this different type of people have chosen this pile. um but there's definitely a little bit of pressure that I feel now in my nose because of it. They're emphasizing a lot on this sickness. So maybe because you're carrying so much burden, it's really affecting your immunity. Immunity does gets hindered by trauma, or perhaps overload on your nervous system, right? So there is I'm getting a recommendation that you should try maybe therapy. There's some sort of they're giving me the image of like knots, like you need to open those knots and you need assistance. So they're kind of explaining that to reach this level of more comprehension, I would rather say, for a lack of better word, they would like you to actually get help, and it's not weak, it's just that you need support to get ahead from this, is what I'm hearing. All right, so I'm gonna pull out one more card to see what else. Where is your intuition leading you as of now? Life purpose. I was getting an energy to take this in reverse. I'm gonna pull out one more card. It's almost like this is not it's almost like this blockage, this emotional blockage is not helping you move forward to your life purpose, whatever it is. I definitely got the energy of third house Leo, so you could have Leo in your chart. It's a lot about goals, but I'm picking up more with the third house Leo. It's a lot about your special qualities, your mental instincts is what I'm picking up. Mental instincts, so your survival instincts is what I'm picking up with the Mercury, but also with the life purpose. And third house Leo, I'm picking up on discipline. So discipline, especially when it comes to your health, the garden again. So this is the card that wants to pop up, and we have self-respect and luminosity. So it's almost like you're on this path, is what I'm hearing from spirit, and it's a path with all mirrors over here. So it's self-respect, and I'm getting the word introspection over here. So something about it, they're telling me that this closure that you need, it will not come with isolation. You need to communicate either with your guides, or there is something that is on the other side of it, on the other side of healing yourself. There's wisdom involved in this situation. It's not going in vain. I'm hearing that your pain and your hustle and your endurance throughout the situation is not going unnoticed, but you have to have faith that this situation basically everything happens for a reason, and you're not able to see the collaboration, I would say, with the Three of Pentacles, the bigger picture, the brighter picture through this, because there's some sort of emotional entanglement right now, which hinders your ability to perceive ahead of the obstacle that is perceived again by you. Okay, it's seen as an obstacle by you, but it's actually something that has helped you grow quite a lot, especially when it comes to your strength, your ability to endure, withhold pain within, right? So if you're scared right now that you won't be able to face the truth, or sort of like detangle this situation, or come to a conclusion, or heal a step ahead, because it's heavy, that you don't want to open this Pandora's box even more. And I feel like it comes from your childhood. They're saying that you will be able to do that, and this is exactly where your inner light is guiding you, your intuition, your instincts are guiding you towards. All right, so pile number one, I'm gonna pull out one card, one or two cards for um as an advice. Whoa. So you do have a clumsy energy is what I'm gonna be honest about. I feel like I don't think that you're spreading yourself thin, but right now it's required for you to focus. Like there's a focus required because you need time to rejuvenate. You've been through something quite tedious recently, which is not just like, you know, a small thing. You have completed a major karmic lesson in your life, like a phase, like a quarterly phase is what I'm hearing, you know. So what is the advice for pile number one, spirit? I'm hearing the word amateur. There's somewhere where you know, I hate to break it to you, there's somewhere where you're not able to see and be more mature about, and it's nothing to feel ashamed about. It's just that, you know, they want you to acknowledge that this was not to hurt you. You were not a collateral damage or something, somewhere where you think that it was unfair, but I want to remind you that the universe is fair. So there's somewhere, you know, you're forgetting your own power, and that's where the limiting belief comes from, where you're kind of undermining your own ability to get through this hurdle right now. Unlimited possibilities. Thank you, spirit. So they are saying that, you know, this is something that you can conquer. We have sexual energy. So I think that in order to maybe escape this blockage that you're facing right now, maybe there's a little bit of overstimulated sacral chakra. You're maybe like feeling um you know, like wanting to express that energy or build up emotional clogging, release it through sexual acts, but they're saying that that's not the right thing. Maybe you have been doing that. Maybe there's a lot of sexual energy coming up because there's something that wants to be released from the heart. Because basically, you know, when the heart chakra is blocked, the other way that the body actually knows how to express itself is through perhaps sexual activity or, you know, creativity. So you need to find a different way to channel the sexual energy that's coming from within. It's not exactly meant to be used in a sexual act, is what I'm hearing. It's more somewhere where you channel it towards your life purpose, is what I'm hearing. So you have to understand how to cultivate that energy better, because you are going through transformation. And again, we have the card of burden. So I think that I'll keep on taking out the cards. Lastly, I do see I can't resist this one. We have the truth card. So eagle, almost like a totem for seeing from a bird's eye view, right? So yes, pile number one, this was your reading. So I really hope that you found a message that was helpful. I'm going to leave it here. If that resonated, do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon. Let me know down in the comment section if that resonated. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the fluorite, this is going to be your reading. So the cards that we have are Perfume of Sophia, number 12, and we have Darkening, Melanosis. So we have 12 twice over here. Immediately I pick up something like there's a divine counterpart that you're mirroring. There's something very I'm getting the word pivotal, right? There's a lot of hesitation in this pile. I think that you're not able to connect very well with your intuition right now, which is completely normal, is what I want to say. Because I see that as something, you know, when we're going through we're purging or we're doing shadow work per se, it's completely normal to have a little bit of friction with our intuition, because at that time we're, you know, quite triggered, and we can't differentiate our fears from our instincts. So I see that with Sophia, there's a sort of like making way through illusions. Like maybe you're praying right now. I do get with the rainbow fluorite, you know, this is about clear thinking, creativity. It's I'm picking up on a lot of solar plexus and sacral chakra over here. So this is giving me the indication that you are working with your lower chakras as of now, and there's grounding required. But I feel like you're not really feeling up to par, or you're not feeling like doing anything because you're going through such a I'm hearing dark night of the soul. You would know if this is your pile because it feels very intense. It feels like you're not able to find your grounding. We do have a crow is sitting on an egg with the transformation totem as the ultimate one with the snake, but I'm picking up on cobra. So this is a protective energy right now. You are somebody who's operating out of your survival mode as of now. And I see that over here with the crown chakra, that the information you are getting to detangle yourself, but maybe you're not realizing that you're getting that information as of now, and it's making you a little bit somebody did something to you that took you back to the place of triggering. Somebody obviously did something which made you feel like I have to go back. It's almost like it's giving you the same reaction, or your body's reacting in the same way where somebody created that atmosphere. It's like you're observing yourself. So this is what I'm hearing, that your instincts are guiding you to sort of like separate. This is the way you used to behave, and this is you. So just observe your thoughts. I'm hearing merely observe your thoughts, like try to separate yourself from um the way you react and who you really are, because you're kind of you're also able to differentiate, is what I'm hearing as of now. With perfume or Sophia, I do feel that you're fighting your demons over here, and there's conquering of ego. So I feel a lot of pink color. I'm getting that intuitively, which is giving me like a lot of self-love, especially with the fluorite point. So these point crystals are focused upon generating a lot of energy, right? So there's symbolicism of every shape for crystals, right? So this is giving me that it's something that is happening at a fast pace. I'm getting the Eight of Wands energy over here, and I feel like it's a very slippery slope right now. You're not wanting to go down that, but it's almost like you can't help because there's no grip to hold upon. So it's almost like this ego sublimation is making you feel really scared as of now, because it's ripping off those concrete. It's almost like the process of losing weight and cellulite. So imagine your ego is just like cellulite right now, and it's sweating, right? So yes, we can take the symbolism of sweating as tears as well, right? So this is what I'm picking up. There's this favorite quote that I go by, that pain is the price that we pay for consciousness. So this is exactly what I'm picking up over here, and I hear from spirit that there's nothing to be scared of, even though that can just feel like a punch in the face as of now, is what I feel. Pile number two, I think that your energy is quite irritated right now. You don't want to see anybody smiling or laughing. You don't want to cope up with the dark humor that you go through always with. Wow. Definitely there's agitation that I pick up on your end, because you're not really enjoying life as much as you used to, or you've just lost your inspiration or your lightheartedness, or this energy that you had of stop and smell the roses. It's not there anymore. You don't have appreciation for the basic kind of things. So I do feel that maybe there is tones of depression over here. There's something that you're probably deep into. For a few of you, maybe this is something where you've already been through it, but for majority of you, I feel like it's something that you've been through. See how that fits different wavelengths, right? But I feel like with perfume of Sophia, there is an energy of fighting really deep demons, and that's why you're feeling scared. I keep getting the image like maybe you're losing weight also because of this. I feel like for a majority of you, maybe you're losing weight, you could be gaining, but I feel like there's loss of appetite related over here. There's also dysfunctional pattern with eating food. It's not based off that you've lost your appetite, but it's based off the insecurity somebody gave you. So maybe somebody made you feel like you're not attractive enough, and you're trying to starve yourself. So you have to see that. And I do feel an energy that um, you should talk to a therapist if that's in your reach about this, because this is something that can turn quite um, dysfunctional for you as of now. You do need to reach out for help. Pile number two is what I'm hearing. Your instincts are guiding you to tell somebody about this, because there is something that has been prominent with your eating habits. Somebody over here is also nail biting. I'm also getting vaping or smoking. Like there's a lot of these coping mechanisms, and that's why I feel like it's bringing you back to this survival instinct mode. um I feel like cleansing is required right now, because maybe there is a little bit of spiritual battle that you're facing right now. I do believe when we have depression, it is another door to a spiritual awakening, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't require for you to actually um, try to take precautions to protect yourself, even though you are protected, is what I'm hearing from spirit. But you should try to take a little bit of caution to protect your mental health, is what I'm hearing almost. So let's see what do we have over here. I feel like they're trying to emphasize on the fact that you don't have to be worried about acting jovial or being happy as of now. It's just like you have to let this go through, or let this time just pass by. And I just feel a sense of like there's a lot that I want to say, but it's not really coming and forming in words. Like the fluency is not there with pile number 2. Nevertheless, they're saying that don't pressurize yourself to form these or articulate the feelings that you have into words, because you're not able to completely understand. I feel like this pile has also been through numbness. That's the energy that I pick up over here. So let's see what do we have over here. Angel guide spirits, please help me connect with pile number 2's energy, and what is important for them to know, or how to lead themselves through this time frame. Flowers, I feel like there's a lot of indication. Maybe try to make your surroundings pleasant, at least keep them organized if possible. I know that that can be difficult, that you don't want to do a lot, and it's completely okay if you don't feel like doing that, but maybe just putting a few flowers in your room might help you. And maybe sun, this is just something like some tips that might help you. If you don't want to do that, that's completely up to you, because I feel like this energy of treading lightly right now, that don't do things that you don't want to do, don't feel pressurized to do things, just be. I'm getting the energy that just be there, just be however you are, let this phase pass. It's not always going to be the same. So we have 5 of Pentacles, definitely this is an energy of feeling abandoned or left out, and we have the 3 of Swords, so there's pain. I'm gonna take this card upright. We have 9 of Pentacles, so there is pain. I definitely sense pain over here. And there's some sort of sorrow, which you're underwater is what I'm feeling. We have the 7 of Wands, their defensiveness, and the 3 of Cups. So right now, maybe you want to stick around your friends. I feel like you do want the company of your loved ones. There's just this sense of like you don't feel as good as you used to, which is quite understandable as of now. But I feel like with the 3 of Swords energy and the 5 of Cups, there's almost like this pretentious energy, like you need to talk to someone, is what I'm feeling. By number 2, like you need to talk to someone. I feel like you're wiping your tears, and you're not letting other people know what you're exactly feeling with this perfume of Sophia. I just feel this energy of like putting up a facade, showing up the way you are. I feel like maybe some of you have undiagnosed depression. You just don't know that this is there. It can be diagnosed as functional depression, where you're just moving on, you don't know what you're doing. There is something about this retrograde, perhaps. There's something that is quite serious, and it's hurting you a lot, and it's not putting you in a good shape as of now. You're trying to move forward with it, but it requires your attention, is what I'm feeling. It really requires your attention as of now. Something about your throat chakra as well. Yeah, because I do have a cold, and I might be sounding a little funny, but they're kind of indicating that my throat chakra is like, it's almost like this inability to articulate what I'm seeing in front of me is almost your energy. It's very deep. It's like you're not able to articulate these painful feelings. Somebody in your childhood made you feel like we have life purpose and soulmates. Somebody made you feel like you're not good enough the way you are, and if you express that you're hurt right now, you'll be a burden. So you don't want to be a burden, but it's a time that you need to ask for help, is what I'm hearing simply. Okay, we have these 2 cards. I'm going to take this one in reverse. We have a sexual freedom in reverse. So when I talk about sexual freedom, I always see this card as something that talks majorly about our ability to express ourselves just the way we are. And we have the card of connection. So definitely something about a person that I see over here that happened between the both of you with the yin and yang. Self-respect. So somebody walked away from this connection, or there was a lesson involved about self-respect, and I feel like you have been beating yourself way too much with the, again, the Eight of Wands energy with the rainbow fluorite. I feel like this is such a pretty stone, and I feel like this is the energy where you think you're only good for your looks or something, you know, maybe you're just very easy on the eyes, but you don't really feel that good inside about yourself. There's codependency to having a partner around. It's almost like, I feel like if you're a woman, you feel like your worth comes from having a man, and if you're a man, your worth comes from providing for that family, or just being as macho or masculine as it seems to be. But I feel like these two are toxic. They're not exactly healthy masculinity or femininity respectively. But I feel like this is a lot about there's something about taking rest. There's something about taking rest, because I feel a lot of strain in my throat chakra. And when we talk about the darkening card, this is a lot about, you know, consciousness. I was getting a few channel messages when I was, you know, placing out, shuffling the piles before I started off, and I did get a few things like number 39, which could be an age, it could be a number. Just something about 39 was very significant. We had zebra, koala, kangaroo, and very Australian references like wildlife. So it's also about, you know, with sexual freedom with wildlife. When we combine that, it's almost like your ability to express yourself without feeling like you gotta be some way. So maybe you came from a very what's the word, um conservative, yes, thank you, Spirit. So you came from a probably a very conservative background, or your upbringing was very uptight in a way. So there are certain things that attract you to this person, because maybe the person that you're attracted to, or your soulmate connection, was more expressive about themselves. But there was also a trauma bond over here, where you were feeling more supported in this person's presence because of the way, like, I'm getting you know, we both have a broken family home or something like that. That reference is coming through. It's almost like you bonded over that, and that is exactly trauma bonding. And we don't often realize that, because we're feeling comfort in that place, because it makes me feel like, you know, this is home. But why is it home? Because that's the only home you've known. That doesn't mean that it's actually a healthy home. So I feel like with sexual freedom, this is all about you breaking free. And I'm getting collective consciousness. So you are connected with the flows of global consciousness as of now. I feel like you are a light worker. I'm getting a lot of metamorphosis and, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. So this is a reaffirmation that I'm getting, especially with I'm, you know, we're seeing a lot of black and white, like monotones. Zebras is what they just indicated. So zebras, I did Google that before I started off your reading. They do talk a lot about determination, endurance. So this is giving me that there is light at the end of the tunnel. This is what your instincts want to let you know, that, you know, this process will go through. Okay, it will get you through where you need to be. But as of now, you need to feel the hurt that you have with maybe the loss of this connection, and not perhaps intellectualizing what you're feeling, not maybe placing, you know, these feelings of like trauma bonding or insecurities or codependencies. Maybe just focus on like, how do you feel? I feel left out, I feel sad, I feel betrayed. You know, don't think that, you know, this happened because this person was like that. Just focus on yourself. Focus on how you really feel in this situation. I was, you know, feel on those. Don't intellectualize the chemistry is also what I'm hearing over here. So don't intellectualize the path that you're on. Just focus on how you really feel about the situation that you're in, and how those scenarios made you feel, so that you can process your feelings. Processing your feelings is not intellectualizing these. So I feel like there's some part of you where which it goes into maybe intellectualizing or understanding or psychoanalysis of this person being commitment phobic. And there's something that you need to leave behind, because it's also within you. But you need to understand, why are you scared of relationships? How does it make you feel in a relationship? I feel like running away, or I feel like clinging on. That is processing your feelings. Okay. So pile number 2. Let's see, what else do we have. Spirit does want to conclude this reading. That's precisely what they've been wanting to deliver to you for a while, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like for a few of you that picked this pile, I do get this energy instinctively that you have been waiting on this reading, and I am the one delivering it. So I have a lot of gratitude. Thank you for all the support, and I definitely would like to return the favor by giving you an advice on this situation. situation, but there's something that wants to pop up before we conclude your reading. We do have the Five of Swords over here, defeat. I'm taking this in reverse. We have the King of Cups in reverse. So there's a generalized fear over here that, you know, maybe the opposite gender is like that and this and that. We have the Ten of Pentacles over here, and then we have the Temperance. So Sagittarius energy over here. I feel like there's lack of acceptance over here. I feel like there's this energy of you knowing that this is something you wanted to hear, but you're not wanting to accept it, with the Five of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse. This is immaturity, and I feel like you believe that maybe, you know, the opposite gender is like this, like that. You have like denotions that you've put the opposite gender into boxes because you have not experienced healthy masculinity or femininity, and this is what keeps calling in the same kind of people, because you're not able to create that sort of vibration, or just a new sort of thought process, right? You're like, I want a melon, and you keep getting an apple, and you keep thinking that apple is what is all out there, and then you keep thinking like, why do I keep receiving an apple when I asked for a melon? Is because you don't really believe that a melon exists out there, which is, you know, much more juicier in my point of view. I would personally choose a melon over an apple. But yeah, I feel like this is the energy, you know, when you say that, you know, all women are like that, and you have this mental construction over around it, and then you're like, I want a woman that actually values me more than just, you know, what I can provide for her. So you just, end of the day, you're going to bed thinking that all women are like that, but then you're like, why am I not able to meet a high quality woman? It's because you still believe that there exists none. You know, that's the same kind of analogy that I'm giving you. So pile number 2, this was pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Prehnite Palm Stone, this is going to be your reading. So the cards that we have for you are Beatitude of Sacred Rapture, and we have Smoke. So we have 32 and 29 over here. So first of all, with the Prehnite Palm Stone, this is all about angelic communication, astral traveling, lucid dreaming, very third eye, crown chakra, throat chakra. So you're working with the upper chakras as of now is what I'd say. With this stone, it's really beautiful. I feel like you're also doing beauty rituals, or I'm getting a lot of like talk to me nice, but you're doing that with yourself. I feel like there's a level of there's an upgradation in self-worth is what I'm feeling over here. There's upgradation with the way that you've really upgraded your standards. There's something that you've been through. I feel like it's post of pile number 1, so you might have been attracted to pile number 1. You can see that if that resonates with, you know, your past scenario, that might be fun to just evaluate. But I feel like you're learning how to take care of yourself more, and I feel like regardless of your gender, you're really attracting things to your femininity, right? With the Empress, that is number 3. So I do feel that, you know, there's stability. Whenever I see the number 3, it's almost like, you know, a triangle, because there's the same amount of pressure on all sides. And I feel like something about the green color with, you know, these sort of like strips over here, if you can see with the design of the stone, it's almost like it gives me that the scars, like you're really see, we have Sacred Rapture over here, which is a card which talks about your true self, authenticity. You're really learning how to, you know, withhold your beauty from within. It's almost like, you know, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, right? There's a lot of I feel a little bit like intimidated, like a giddy vibe. Like this is how I am channeling the energy of opposite gender when they look at you, or whatever gender you're sexually interested in. I feel like this is a lot about multitudes of attraction that you have, and I feel I'm getting really attracted to this line, because I do have the guidebook over here, attract and create the love you desire. So this is almost giving me like They want me to open page 32. We have the distorted masculine over here. Be aware of where the distorted masculine may be showing up in your life. Let it go with love and live a fully blessed life in now. This is number 10. So you have completed some sort of cycle, is what I'm seeing over here, where you've learned how to see. It says it is tempting to feel helpless in the face of such intense force, but this dragon has an soft underbelly, because without the feminine forces to feed him, he cannot survive. So when I talk about soft underbelly, I always assume the womb space, right? And with the smokes, I am picking up, wow, your pile is very intuitive. No brainer, because you chose the Prehnite palm stone, which is all about, your throat chakra and your third eye. So there is heavy emphasis on the throat chakra. It's a lot about your authenticity. But when we talk about the smoke, which is a lot about the shadow work that you've done to appreciate yourself, and I feel like your inner guidance is just like a confirmation as of now. They're letting you know that you have done some sort of work where it's a lot about subtracting a lot of sexual energy from other people, because it's not about the way exactly that you look. It's not at all derogatory. I definitely believe that you are very beautiful, but there's also this sense where your energy is attracting people towards you. You're attracting money as well, as of now. If you are not aware of it, there's something definitely about the color green that I was picking up, and that I do understand with it as the color of money. There's definitely green aventurine also coming to my mind with citrine. So these are stones that are very good with money. I feel like there's a lot of witchy energy over here, which is a lot about just manipulating forces into your own favor. And I don't mean that in negative karma sense, but I feel like this is just the way that master manifesto works. So this is again, perhaps you have eyed a few people in a few crowds, and those people are showing up here and there, and you're bumping into those people, or people are confessing their feelings for you. This is exactly why it's happening, because you have upgraded yourself to find yourself worthy truly from within, that I deserve of people coming to me and letting me know. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of feminines are watching this, but I feel a specific emphasis that men are watching this. Women are confessing their admiration towards you specifically, even though we have this man being really in awe of this woman. But I feel like this is that women are attracted to your soft aesthetic sense of self. I feel like with this smoke, there's a lot of illusion, limiting beliefs that want to be broken free from. But this energy, I feel like, is a lot about past. Like you've been through something that has enabled you to break free from these illusions that you've had previously. I get a I just heard asparagus. Maybe that's somebody's favorite. There's something about maybe eating well, is also what I'm getting over here. It's a lot of greens, you're really, really working from your heart chakra is what I'm feeling at this point. And I feel like I channeled a few things which were like random words, which really spoke to me about, creativity. So I heard a lot about embroidery, tapestry. I also heard fashion, creativity, book, author, singing. So there are things that are around your throat chakra, wanting to be more expressive. Maybe you used to think that you're not good enough in any of these areas, or your own choice of creative expression, self-expression. And I feel like these things are coming out. Maybe you're trying out in different ways that you want to dress up. So I feel like these are just different multitudes of self-expression that I'm picking up over here, that are breaking free and are wanting to be broken free from furthermore. I did see the justice, so we have Libra energy. A lot of I did pick up on Aphrodite. Like there's this energy of beauty that I pick up over here, truly, which is a lot about, I was about to say that you might have been working with goddess Aphrodite. It's not about for somebody I hear over here that you're not supposed to call upon the spirit of goddess Aphrodite just because there are certain fundamentals that you're supposed to learn. So maybe Google up on that, because there are certain ways that you can disrespect a goddess, is also what I'm hearing. So try to be a little bit more respectful in the way that you call upon spirits and goddesses. But I feel like somebody over here has been into witchcraft, especially when it comes to money and beauty spells. Also hair is what I'm feeling. Ignore it if you haven't been, but there is this energy of like attracting a lot of things towards yourself, because you're understanding that you can just attract things. There's a usage of feminine energy, because because we spoke about the womb area, right? And that is usually where you withhold a lot of wounds, a lot of trauma. And if you're a man, you hold that coming from your maternal side, so just, your DNA. I feel like that clearance is imitating a bright light from within. We have the sun, definitely, that confirms, and we have the Queen of Swords. So intention, I feel like this is an emphasis on your intentions. That's why we have, motive and intention is what I'm feeling. You might be studying law. There's a little bit of focus on law, and basically it just tells me about your intention that is calling in things. So that's why it's master manifesting. I'm going to take this card in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So you have moved on from something. Five of Cups in reverse is just leaving sorrows behind, regrets, false promises is also what I'm hearing. I'm going to take this upright. We have the Three of Wands. You've unbinded yourself from something is what I'm hearing. Taking this in reverse, we have the Empress in reverse. So thank you, Spirit. So we do have a confirmation for the Empress that I picked up in the beginning, and we have the Queen of Swords yet again. So I feel like my throat chakra is overstimulated right now. I do have a little bit of cold, but this energy is really like scratchy at the back of my throat right now. I feel like there's a little bit of required of rest is what I'm picking up, and it's not just because I'm feeling that, but this is something that Spirit is indicating right now, that you need to this overstimulation of this, or this over usage of perhaps calling in things, or maybe being like, I think that I'm getting this energy of somebody like you're just experimenting your ability to call in things. Law of attraction is what I'm hearing, and I think that Spirit wants you to slow down on it a little bit, like maybe try out small things, but don't do these big things. Like I'm hearing almost in a way, if I had to sum it up, like be careful what you wish for. And trust me, you definitely don't want to learn that, because I think 2022 was my motto for that. Be careful what you wish for. So I think that you need to understand a little bit more of you're not attracting the same emotionally unavailable people just because you find them pretty on the face is what I'm hearing. So that could be for somebody over here, that you don't want to call in more people that create that sort of rocky structure in your life again. You might end up calling a karmic partner, but that's not to scare you if you're manifesting a love connection, but there's something that your inner instincts want you to just slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm hearing this song Calm Down by Selena Gomez. So we again have the sun. So there is some sort of clarity and like a new beginning that I'm feeling over here with the Ace of Wands. Again, there's this energy of like you really trying out yourself, and you look very attractive right now is what I'm hearing from Spirit. There's definitely emphasis on that. I'm taking this card in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to place it here. We have instability. I'm taking this card upright. We have the Ten of Pentacles yet again. So you are calling in somebody that you can have a new beginning with. Crowning is the Fool. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Spirit. So they are confirming that you are calling in somebody that you want a new beginning with is what I'm feeling. Because you're fighting negativity right now. You're fighting insecurities. Also, there's this energy with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, that there's this energy that you're breaking free from those insecurities, or perhaps those ways that in your childhood people told you what you can be based off their own insecurities, and you adopted them as the truth of your own self. So this is almost like rewiring, reparenting yourself, and I feel like you're breaking free from that. But there's a little bit of halt you need. I'm hearing from somebody that there was this lyric, and I just remember it, that they clip your wings before you can learn to fly. So it's almost like people who have not been able to develop into your people who have not helped you into developing into your Empress energy is what you're learning right now. And this could be sort of like becoming a little bit of a little bit of boastful energy is what I'm picking up. Okay, not to rain on your parade, but there's this ego that needs to be tamed right now, because it's like it's sort of like a spiritual ego that you might be grasping onto. So that's something that Spirit wants you to be a little bit cautious of, or your inner light is sort of guiding you that yes, you are this manifesto, but don't call in things that you don't want right now to create problems for you. All right, so I'm gonna pull out a few more cards and see what else is this telling us. Like, what is your inner light guiding you towards? What is it telling you? I feel like definitely appreciate yourself, but don't do it just to attract other people. Just do it for yourself. That's the thing I'm hearing. So I'm going to take this card upright. We have chivalry. Ooh, that is a twist. Taking this in reverse, we have the Rainbow Reviver. Something about revenge, vendetta is what I'm hearing. Sexual freedom, definitely. Sexuality, whoa. Pile number 3, are you trying to validate yourself through just your meat suit, lack of better word? Are you trying to make yourself feel worthy just by your attractiveness? Because there's something about your sexual aura really calling in people, but they're just calling them in because of your sexuality. It's not because people, those people genuinely have pure intentions with the chivalry over here, that they don't want to actually create that humble abode that you're desiring. So you have to be wary of what energy you're calling in. Are you calling in for temporary gratification? That does not have to mean that you actually want to participate in the act of sex, but it just means that maybe you just want like validation, momentary validation, that I'm attractive, you want me, all right, okay, bye, we're not going anything. But there's this energy where you're calling in people, and these people are just coming solely for the purpose of like sexual gratification. They're not coming in so that they want to build this Ace of Pentacles with you. So this is exactly why Spirit was like, be careful what you wish for, because that intention that you're setting outside right now is just temporary. It's momentarily. So I know that there's work to be done where there's limiting belief that maybe you're attaching your worth with having a romantic partner to make you feel good, right? Don't externalize your worth. So try to sit with this feeling as to how you can feel worthy, or why you don't feel worthy being single, perhaps. Okay, this could be somewhere where yeah, you should watch pile number 1 is what I'm hearing. You might as well watch pile number 2 as well. There was a little bit of stuttering over here. Yeah, definitely, if you feel guided to watch, do watch another pile. All right, so before we conclude pile number 3, I am going to pull out advice for you. I do see the Divine Feminine over here, so this is not about calling people towards you just because you look good, and there's definitely power in feeling good, because that is the way God made you, and you should appreciate that and want other people to appreciate it as well. But there's also power in just wanting to be loved, right? Not be used perhaps for your goods. So we're going to take this in reverse. We have forgiveness. So definitely pile number 3, do watch pile number 1. We have resolving conflict and manifestation. Thank you, Spirit. So they confirm the reading over here. There's some sort of internal struggle that I see, that you're not able to forgive yourself. You want to be validated by how many people like you, and maybe there's a part of you that is trying to be validated by the fact that how many people want to commit to me, but the intention is that you're calling in other people, and it really just does not it should not be cared for whether people want you for sexual gratification or relationship. Your worth is not related to either of them, right? There's forgiveness required for this person who hurt you in the past, maybe did not commit to you and used you maybe sexually. I'm sorry if that's hard for pile number 3, and that might be a little bit triggering. But there's some sort of lesson that you need to break free from, this limiting belief that makes you feel like you need to have a partner right now. You need to have somebody else around you to make you feel like you're worthy, because being single is something that is tabooed in the society, where it's just almost like it's something that's looked upon by other couples, or perhaps people that are not happily in relationships. They tend to claim that single life is not that good, but it's not true, right? It's not everybody's truth. So don't let this another opinion be the reality of your life, is what I'm hearing. Pile number 3. So we're going to get advice cards from Spirit. We have teaching. I'm going to take this card upright. We have reunion of souls, and this in reverse. We have transformation in reverse. Duality and struggle. So There's something that you're not wanting to make peace with, and that's going to be different for a lot of people, but that's related to a teaching experience you had with a past partner. I think that you are away from this person, and I feel like with reunion of souls, there's definitely somebody that you're trying to manifest, a soulmate, a new soulmate, perhaps an old soulmate, but there's change required. And don't take this as, oh my god, more work for me. No, this is like, you're gonna get there, is what I'm trying to say, but it needs to come from a place where you're not trying to validate your worth by how many people are interested in you, whether it's sexually or in commitment wise, right? This is a learning experience where you need to forgive yourself in the place where, the last person left you and you left yourself, right? And there's accountability required, where I'm feeling like you need to understand that, you did lead yourself there, whether you knew better or not. You did lead yourself, and when you gain that accountability, you will be able to pull yourself out of it. Like, this is my task to pull myself out of it, and sort of like recollect parts of me that I don't want to face right now because of what I went through when I didn't know any better, right? Pile number 3. So this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye.